situations, you either need to know two sides and the included angle. So maybe like this is 10, this is 12, and maybe this is 50 degrees. So in this case,
you have to do the law of, I thought it was just the law of sine.
no, so law of sines and law of cosines is all in one lesson, but I wanted to split it up into law of sines, law of cosines. There's no law of tangents, it's only sine and cosine.
Is it
Okay.
Tangent is just sine over.
No, I would say the sine is the most
So it's
important.
cosine 50 over x.
Wait, yeah. Okay. So we either need to know two sides and the included angle, or we need to know all three sides. So if I know all three sides,
Just side.
right? So we either need to have side angle side or side given. Okay. Now, law of cosines, it looks really confusing when you first see it. I'm giving you three different formulas, but it's really all a combination of one formula. Okay, and again, I'm not going to go through the whole proof of where these formulas come from. I'm happy to show you a bonus, but it basically comes from any triangle. You can drop the altitude and make it into a right triangle and use SOHCAHTOA. So here, I'm just going to highlight one formula. So again, this is for any triangle. It does not have to be a right triangle. Okay. So it's a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2 times b times c times cosine of a. What I want you to notice, these two, it's fine. We'll practice it enough. This side and this angle, those have to be the ones that are opposite to each other. Now, these are just variations of the exact same formula. So I'm just going to look at this one, and we're going to apply that to finding the value of x. Okay. So these are all, the lowercase letters all represent the side. X is the side that I'm looking for. So I'm going to start off with x squared equals, okay? Now, b squared and c squared are just the other two sides. So I'm going to have 9 squared plus 11 squared minus 2 times 9 times 11.
Oh.
Okay. So it's literally plugging into this formula. So B and C are just represented by the other two sides. So 9 squared. Okay, again. I can't answer my 5.
So it's
Cos x.
A and B are going to be the variables that we know, but the one that we're equals one of these.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be 2 times B times C. So those two sides multiplied by 2 times the cosine
of x.
Is that a right triangle? No.
No, it's not.
Then how do you know which side is A?
Wait.
Okay, there's no hypotenuse in this case. So remember what I highlighted up here, just like I told you yesterday. This is true for any triangle.
Yeah.
Okay?
I have a question.
So this is just plugging into the formula. This side and this angle are the ones that are opposite each other. Yeah.
Then why did you put 28 for x squared?
Okay, this is a side. This here is an angle.
Oh.
All right?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now, everything on the right side is just plugging into your calculator. Let me just clear my calculator. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to type in 9 squared plus 11 squared minus 2 times 9 times 11 times the cosine of 28. So let your calculator do the work. Just all of this is just going to give us some number. And then we're going to, so let's press enter. So I get 27. Doesn't matter. What I'm going to do for accuracy, oops. I'm just going to do the square root.
Why is angle A 28?
Sorry. Does anybody have their calculator? I'm coming a little. So,
Everything's 5.2.
yeah, it's 5.2. Perfect. So take the square root of that. You know, we get 5.2. We're just going to round to the 10th place.
Wait, do you have to put parentheses on the calculator?
No, you did your times.
Wait, and we couldn't do that because of just by using Pythagorean theorems.
Okay.
Oh, I think I knew. Can I try it?
Now, then, yeah. Okay, the next one, I don't know. I have to figure out the angle measure. So I am going to use 8 is going to be like my a squared. So it's going to be 8 squared, 3 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 times 3 times 6.
Times the cosine of.
Okay. So what I need to do is I need to isolate cosine of x.
So first you should simplify.
So first we're going to simplify. So here I get 64. Now 3 squared is 9. 6 squared is 36. So that's going to be 45. Minus 36 cosine x. So we kind of treat it just like an algebraic equation. So I want to, be careful. Do not subtract 45 and 36 because these two are attached. Order of operations say, right? I got to subtract the 45 first.
Wait, what? They're attached? Oh, they are. Is this like a
Oh,
Okay, so 64 minus 45 is
19.
good. So I have to divide by negative 36.
Don't you also have to divide by the
You
cos?
can only divide the number. Like, you don't have to divide the whole thing out. Can I put it as a? That's
Okay, so
Well, then you do
inverse.
thing.
Whenever I'm looking for the angle measure, I have to do the inverse. So I'm going to take the inverse cosine of the left side, inverse cosine of the right side. You don't have to show this step. 121.9. Yeah. 121.9. We're rounding to the 10th place. Good. And that was an angle measure, degrees. If you don't put the degrees, no worries. Okay. This time, here's my x, here's my angle. So I'm going to make it x squared equals what squared plus what squared? 15 squared minus 2 times 15 times 19 times the cosine of 125.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're always going to you're either going to be looking for this value on the left side or you're looking for the value of cosine every single time. When you're finding the side, it's a lot easier. You literally just type it all into your calculator.
So on the test, you're not going to be like, this is log cosine. Like, we have to look at it.
You'll have to look at it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can someone type this all in?
It's
And
912.9.
What?
It's still up.
No.
Okay, 912. Okay, take the square root. 30.2. Okay. Also, remember what I told you. If this is 125 degrees, doesn't X have to be the largest side? Doesn't it have to be the largest side?
Control and X where the square is.
So now it's
Wait,
3
this
squared
is it.
equals.
Good.
I know on
4.5
calculators you can.
All right, let's try the next one. Let's try the next one.
How
Oh,
can I
this one
like
you really-
copy
Wait 1 second.
this into a
Yeah, or you just do square root control
copy
answers. Control negative. The control negative sign.
Oh, it's the one
This is the previous answer.
Wait, why'd you skip?
Oh, that's good.
Wait, so-
these like can you use like a plug-in any effects? Like,
Okay, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you.
Okay.
Wait, don't give me
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want you guys to try this next one on your own.
that.
Try this next one on
Don't
your
call
own.
it out.
Don't call it out. Don't call it out. Don't forget to use order of operations correctly.
Okay, why'd you skip step?
What did I skip? I didn't skip anything.
Wait, will you give us a minute?
Yeah, I'm giving you some time to figure it out. Bless you.
Here we go.
Basically, the way we find out who is A, like,
Yeah, this battery is.
oh, no, mine is full.
I don't know. Like that.
Wait, let me do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna divide.
I plugged it all in. Like this basically without that because I don't really know.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't put 4.5 so it's all that plus the.
Well, did you divide? I have to subtract these first.
Wait, so did I do C?
Okay.
Wait.
No?
Don't go over the answer yet.
Okay.
Oh.
I might have forgotten.
Minus
No.
37.
I never clicked solid.
Yeah, you got it. That's the right set. You keep going.
Okay.
Wait, why don't I have an X?
Wait, do I put it to decimal?
Go to the 10th place.
Oh, cosine of. Wait,
Get
is
it
it-
wrong.
did I set this up right? But
Yeah.
is it cosine 3 or cosine that? Cosine X.
It was his.
You are cooking.
Oh.
Yes, I am.
But don't forget your cookies.
I know, I did. Look,
Yeah.
I did. It's just.
Okay,
I
okay.
Did I
Yeah.
do
What do you do once you get to?
Oh, I think it's 28.0 though.
it might be.
What do you want this case is?
Okay, you just solve like that. But do you remember this one's negative
How do
two?
we- how would it work?
You have to do
Oh,
cosine
right.
inverse.
Do the
Wait,
cosine
here?
negative one.
Yes.
What happened if I divide everything by negative 4.9 and then do.
And then you do the inverse.
Then we will.
No.
Did you do
Over your
cosine
apple
inverse?
pears.
Yeah. Sorry, what? No, I heard you.
Or your apple pears.
You can't fit it? Great smaller.
Okay.
Where's your calculator?
Do you get
Then I
0.8?
really need to.
Yeah. And then
No, you don't
then-
divide it.
0.8 times negative.
And then you
Oh,
do the
then
thing and then.
what number is it? Oh, I think it's
Wait,
Wait, this
inverse
let's
cosine
do this
means
one.
Wait, I
You
need
just solve for 2 out of the 3 angles, and then
you get 36.
you just can do.
No.
What is it? Why are you giving me
28.
What did you do?
Okay.
I got undefined.
0.8? Yeah, I got it.
Negative
I got
24.9.
I got
Okay, it
It's not
should be
negative
28.0 degrees.
Wait,
So
one
I
Oh,
don't
you want
bother
the
trying to
one
simplify this. I just do cosine inverse.
Oh.
Can we just say 28?
Yeah, because it rounded to the 10th place is a 0.
Wait, what's that above? What's the numerator thing?
Wait, what did we
48.46 divided by 49.9. Or sorry, 54.9. Maybe you multiplied these wrong. I don't know. Did you 6.1 squared plus 4.5 squared ends up giving us 57.46. And then we
Yeah.
well, how do you isolate
Oh, yeah.
x? We have to take the cosine inverse of both sides, right?
Wait.
No, not.
Remember what I said, whenever we're looking for an angle measure, we're always going to do a sine inverse or a cosine inverse or a tangent inverse.
Wait.
Let's say you have like
How did this-
6.1 on like the farthest left side and 9 on like the other side, it would still work out.
Wait, this
But like
makes
why?
no
Would you
sense.
do the
We
small
just send a
side?
picture of this to say.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yes, Lauren.
This makes no sense. Okay, so instead of adding 16 and 37.2 to make whatever that is and subtracting that, I just did 9 minus 16 minus 37.2 and I got a different answer.
Oh,
How's
that is weird.
possible?
Can I have a calculator?
I did 9 minus 16 minus 37.2 and I got negative 44.2 and then I added them and subtracted them and I got negative 48.6.
Okay, something happened here because you should, if you multiply these out correctly, you should still get the same answer.
Oh, it's 4.5.
Oh, okay, 4.5. He had it. Okay. All right. Let's look at
Wait,
solving.
you up.
Well, we
Okay.
have to solve
Maybe
triangles.
so much
We
Okay.
have to solve triangles.
Who else are you missing? Just Andrew.
Okay. So I know this is little a, this is little c, and this is little b. Okay. It says solve the triangle, which means I need to find all the angle measures in
You
this
have to
case.
do all of those.
Okay, so why don't we find, so we have to find the 3 angle measures. How about we start with A? So we have 15 squared equals 12 squared plus 13 squared minus 2 times 12 times 13 times the cosine of capital A. Remember, we're choosing, right? We want to choose the angle and the side that are opposite each other. Good. So we're just plugging into that same formula. So what's that going to give us? That's going to give us 225 equals 144. Okay, add those together. You can add them together at the same time. What's 144 plus 169? 313. And what's 2 times 12 times 13?
Wait, it's the same thing.
Okay, so I'm going to subtract 313 from both sides first, order of operations. So 225 minus, we get negative 88. And so 88 over 312 is equal to the cosine of A. So we're going to do cosine inverse.
Isn't it negative?
Well, it's negative divided by negative. Okay. Let's see what we get for that angle measure. So we're going to do cosine inverse. Don't worry about simplifying 88 over 312. Just plug it all in at once.
Yeah, I keep trying to do that.
Don't do extra work.
Yeah, that's true.
What do we get? 73.6.
Wait, so who's positive?
Wait, what if we just get 2 of the angles and we can just solve it?
Okay. Now, we have a choice. We can do law of cosines a second time, or easier, we can do law of sines. Because now,
Oh, I need one.
Oh, I just think cosine.
once we do law of cosines, we now, so it's actually easier.
Best case if I did it by myself.
Yay. Nice. So I'm going to do law of sines. So sine of 73.6 over 15. Does it matter if we solve for angle B or C next? We went with B?
Sine. This is sine of B.
Oh, I remember this.
Sine of B over down.
Okay. So sine of B is going to be the same as 12 times sine of 73.6 over 15. I
Well,
think
this is
cross
what we
multiply-
did yesterday,
It's
right?
exactly what we did yesterday. You could do some of this cross multiplying in your head. And then what do I want to do at this
I
point?
like this one. This one is so much easier.
Yes. Sine inverse.
Oh, yeah, this is it. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we could just type this all in at once, sine inverse of that whole thing.
So wait.
And then,
does it even before this?
what do you mean before
I
this?
the sign is the same.
Let me see his hand.
Well, this is what we did yesterday, right? We just did the proportion, like this, and then finding the angle.
Or is that there?
No, you can't,
Do the control.
you guys, you have to do the sine inverse in the front. Otherwise you'll get an error.
It's
Oh,
50.1.
50.1.
And C is just.
Is that, do we get an agreement there?
It's 50.1. I got 50.1.
50.1.
Right?
Wait, don't say the answer.
No, I'm kidding. I got.
Okay, if that's 50.1, how do we find angle C? What do all three angles have to add up to?
365.
angles capitalized letters?
Yeah, the angles are capitalized. Okay, let me know when we have angle C. Did you get that, Eli?
Wait, Miss David, why did I get 49?
56 point what?
This one is
Cool.
No, like to find the sign. That wasn't that
It's
bad.
56.5.
Listen, again, I can't ask you that. You see how time consuming it takes for one problem, but so
What?
I'm not gonna
Is my
have like a
calculator
full one of
Wait,
these.
it's
I'll have
I
parts.
got
Miss
86.
Casey, is my calculator broken?
What's the math?
I got 86.
Miss Casey, my calculator is broken.
I just subtracted out of this plus this equals
Bro, no, I'm not, bro.
56.
Ryan, where'd you get that calculator?
Yeah.
These three don't add up to 180 for sure.
I got 56. So I probably read it wrong and wrote
Okay.
it down wrong.
Okay. Okay, what are we missing here? Z.
It literally says 86.
Wait, 1 second.
So we need to find
Wait, 1 second.
little z.
I hate it when things just flies out here.
Wait, Miss Casey, 1 second.
Okay, so again, whenever we solve a triangle, it means we're missing three things.
Wait, 1 second.
So we have to find little z first.
Can you do like Z squared?
We are going to do z squared.
Okay, yeah, 56. I plugged it in wrong then.
Oh, they're gonna be a lot. This is testing gonna be a lot.
So what did I just say? I said I can't give you a full one of these problems because it takes too long. So I'm only going to give you parts of
Like not solve the triangle.
Yeah,
just like
I
solve
will,
a
it's too long to solve the triangle. I might say find little z and like x or something, or I might have you just do z.
Yeah.
Although this one is shorter because you're just gonna take whenever you're finding the size, it's a big calculator problem. So just put it all into your calculator. So let's figure out what z squared is.
Oh, I didn't label. I just.
It's okay, as long as you put into the formula. Now, hopefully z isn't too far off from 8.9 or 9.9. Otherwise, our answer might not be set.
98.
And
Divide by 12.
Okay, so what do we get when we take the square root?
Z squared equals what?
What do we get when we take the square root?
9.9.
We get 9.9?
Wait, Z
Yeah,
squared
that's what I
equals
had.
what?
That's what I had.
97.
Here, this case, 97.2.
Okay, then what happens when we take the square root?
Oh wait, what do you do when you have nothing to do?
Oh! How do you get? That's a good question.
Can you do the square root of a code?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's all you do? You just wait.
Oh, I wait. I did too much. I solved it.
Okay, so
I got 9.9.
9.9.
I did
Taylor.
not get that.
You're just. Did you plug all of this in at once?
Why'd you write 8.9? Or do you plug it in?
Oh, that was an accident. That's supposed to be an 8.9. Okay, so at the end we get 9.9.
I did what?
Wait, I didn't plug it in as
Wait, that's
8.9.
I got 97.
Okay,
that's
so
I got
okay.
She got-
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so how do you
I got
use
something
for-
like
Control X squared.
Ooh, I'm panicking.
Control X squared. There's a square root button.
Oh, I see.
Oh, so that means
I got 4.4.
so that means x is also 63 degrees. Girl, right?
Yes.
And then one.
Okay, now keep going.
One minus
I got
1.6.
something different. No, I got something different because you
I got 12.
Because I simplified first. I got. Oh. Wait, yeah, because
Alright, well then I'm plugging it in.
I got it.
54. I got 9. Yeah, round up 9.9.
I got 9.9 too. I mean, no, I
I'll get
didn't. I
this.
got
Wait, I didn't multiply by the negative cosine.
Okay, so we get this.
Yeah, 97.
It's 9.9.
Oh,
because Kate.
Okay, what's the problem? It's 9.9.
Yeah.
Wait, the what was all that work for that
No,
we
it's just 9.9.
Wait, Miss
I was off to see.
What's one?
And now can we do that?
Now do log signs.
Oh, that's
Can
what
you
I'm
just do
doing.
a sausage triangle?
DXY should be X.
I did it too.
So, do you guys recognize? So, Hannah noticed something. What do we notice?
I actually noticed.
Oh, Ness noticed it.
Thank you, Anna. Yeah.
These two are congruent. So, what should we get for angle X?
How did I get X?
Yeah, and
And then what do we get for the?
54.
Oh,
Wait, no, Miss Casey.
Wait, I got 53.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, depending on which one you solve for next.
I can say it's I saw somewhere.
Wait, how do you just oh, I get it.
Wait, how did you
Look.
Oh, because they're both
I get
9.9.
Since Z, little x are 9.9
What do you- what's
wrong with
that?
And so that means that.
Yeah, give me a sec.
And then